All right, good morning, everybody. Um, we finally did it. We played the Modern Challenge yesterday. Also started to record them, but in between, because I was always switching off the tone and muting myself, and then I sometimes misclicked instead of like clicking here in order to unmute myself. I just stopped the video. So there's a lot of like single sequences where, there's no voice, no tone. Then there is like 5 seconds videos and, total chaos because I just like after each round, I just unmuted myself because during the round I just wanted to concentrate. So what was horrible and not fun to edit. So I'm not gonna upload that, and this in spite of me recording most of the league, um, because it's just too much. Yeah. So, but other than that, league went pretty fine. We played Jeskai as well, um, and we ended up 5-2, made 13th place. So got a little bit of a payout, and we were like the sixth, no, the seventh and the eighth place on the top eight also had 5-2. So we only missed there by tiebreakers. And the guy we lost to also ended up top 8ing. Overall, I was pretty happy with the list. We beat everything from Affinity through KCI to Maru Pyromancer, like a huge variety of decks, combo, mid-range, as well as very aggressive ones. There was only a couple of sideboard cards that I was unhappy with, and that was Steadycaster and we lost to Blue Moon. Resolved Titty both times, turn 2 and killed us turn 3. That was insane. So yeah, Counterflux, probably our answer to Ad Nauseam, as well as the likes of Blue Moon strategies, or like generally speaking, control strategies that rely on planeswalkers. So we can definitely get rid of those. Also helps a little bit in the Storm matchup, although they mostly just remount their own stuff, so it's not really helpful. But yeah, other than that, really happy with the list. Playing the one challenge we played yesterday, yes, completed. Leaks. Now we need to play leaks again. So yeah, you'll see our deck list up on MTG or on Wizards homepage. As I said, 13th place. Almost got there. Almost the top 8 finish next weekend then. Hopefully. It was the second time, like a couple of weeks ago. Like this is the second time that I played the Modern Challenge that I did to get into it, and the second time I finished 5-2. And the last time with Grixis though, and I ended up 17th. So Bubble Boy, top 16, gets another prize payout than the top 16 and of course the top 8. But yeah, so just wanted to run it through a league because I haven't uploaded a video about it yet, like in regards to what we're really doing. And yeah, so I just wanted to give you the opportunity to see it in action, see the Lightning Angels that we're playing. The oddball here, pretty cool card. And yeah, you're saying Manstrider, it's more efficient. Why aren't you playing that one? Well, because we're control-esque tempo based deck, and the 1 toughness actually is worth the 1 more mana cost. Like most of the time we do have the time to just get 1 more mana. And yep, this is a keep. Yeah, to get one more mana, and then we Stonewall Matter Reshaper, other Mantis Riders, you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh my god, no, he's taking Surge. Taking Surge. Well, if we had Surge here, then the game would probably already be over. Mm-hmm. Now we do have a problem though. Okay, that helps a little bit. Jund has seen somewhat of a resurgence this weekend. Was really interesting that it performed so well. A good friend of mine, or not a good friend of mine, but a friend of mine played it at the MKM series in Hamburg, and I think it's more likely that we need double reds. And finished second, and then during the SCG circuit, apparently everybody was on Jund, like almost every round. Which is interesting, because online you hardly see any Jund. What's going on here? I don't understand this, but it's fine. Alright, good draw. Now we're set up to dealing with all kinds of stuff, except for the Blood Braid that is coming now. Sure. Inquisition, yeah. It's not good. It's definitely not good. I think we're just gonna counter the Inquisition here. We want to keep our Snapcaster mages. And the Bloodbraid Elf. I mean, it's not perfect, but we do have access to some stuff. Counter draw, right? Yeah, there's the lightning bolt. Probably more important. To save our Snapcasters and then be scared of 3 lightning bolts in a row. Oh my goodness, another one. Another one and another Inquisition. Alright, he's gonna take a Snapcaster. We're just gonna snap bolt both of those. Interesting. Does he have another discard spell in hand? Really weird pick there. Okay. So that was weird. Not a good pick by opponent there, I think. Lightning Angel, by the way, also very good at like brick walling Bloodbraid Elves. Therefore, that's just a great card. Really, just a great card. Dark Confident. Well, I think we need to let it resolve and then path it. That also gives us a pretty decent clock, so that is fine. A red gecko. Yeah, and this should seal it. I mean, we could also just let it resolve and, you know, but then he'll just block. Yeah, alright. GG's opponents. Alright. I gotta say, Lyra Dawnbringer might be a thing here, right? Run one rest in peace against Tormogaives. Getting rid of the Geists. One Lyra and one rest in peace, I think. Yeah, it makes our logic notes a little worse, and it does the same with search. But therefore, like our lightning angels and spellquills will be the biggest creatures on board. So I do think it's worth it. And Lyra definitely as well. Lyra, by the way, pumping good hands, but we're gonna lose at least our search for Scanza, 100%. Can we hide it? No, we cannot. Lyra Dawnbringer pumps our angels, so we're kind of an angel tribal here, giving them lifelink as well. So just awesome there. And there is a lightning angel, and I bet our opponent will be stunned. So Goif, of course, yeah, confident, great. So we cannot handle confident right now. That is somewhat bad. And that did not change. Probably discarding a spell queller in case it comes up. Inquisition, right. The worst possible. Now he's taking our electrolyze. John doing John things, right? Also, it's really strange. Like whenever I don't have removal, they play confident. Whenever I do have removal, they play Liliana. Yeah, we need. One white should be enough up until turn 5, where we need access to Liliana. Oh, man, I'm trying to look for a removal for confidence. That's not it. That is one. Alright, so Dark Confident was annoying, but at least it wasn't too bad. And he also didn't play his Liliana out in that spot. Yeah, there's Liliana getting hit by a Lightning Angel next turn. Discarding a Spell Queller. He's discarding another Liliana. So his Liliana cannot kill our Liliana, our Lightning Angel, so he needs to have a Terminate in hand, and he doesn't have, or also evades Abrupt Decay, of course, and he doesn't know about us playing Lightning Angels. So Bolt doesn't do it. Mushroom Pulse will do it though. Oh, he does have a Terminate, alright. Alright. Yeah, I think it's just Spell Queller. He'll be up to 3 next turn with Liliana. It's Collective Brutality. Raving Ravine. We're just gonna try to get to a spot where he needs to discard his Liliana to his Liliana. Okay, there's a Snapcaster Mage. That is quite good. I'm almost certain that he does have another Bloodbraid Elf in hand. So the only thing he's not allowed to play here with Bloodbraid Elf is a Thoughtseize. Inquisition would be preferred. Dark Confident, that's fine. Yeah, definitely got block. Colonnade. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce draw here. Don't want him to activate Raging Ravine if it comes to it, or Ravine. And I want to have one more turn where we can figure stuff out. Oh man. Certainly not. Path to Exile. Wow. This is a hard choice. We either take beats from Tarmogoyf, or we die to Dark Confident. But I think we cannot risk the beats of Tarmogoyf. 6-7 is just too huge. We need to hope that he breaks a lot. Like, yeah. Not gonna counter the Thoughtseize because it will cost him life. And at some point, like if we draw another land here, we also play Field of Ruins. So Raging Ravine at some point should be dealable with. Alright, so we could go for him. But that's probably not a winning proposition. So we're a little behind here, like the whole game already on the back foot. He does have a couple of dead draws now, but then he's just gonna bounce in with Raging Ravine. Yeah. So it's gonna be a 3-turn clock. Still time to draw something. There's Field of Ruin, and that is quite good. So we play 2 rounds. Now we also have Celestial Colonnade up. Sort of from next turn, or this turn if he doesn't activate Raging Ravine. So we have a couple of options. Celestial Colonnade, definitely a good draw. A good card in the matchup. Alright, so he's apparently trying to force us to align here. Maybe he does have another one. Maybe he just wants to fail push it. That's also a possibility. Because if he does that, we don't have access to a Colonnade. Probably blue. Alright, not gonna deploy Colonnade here yet. Do want to have Lightning Helix up in either direction. He either has discard. Alright, there's another Tarmogoyf. Does not have discard in his hand. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead here, try to raise him, because we're actually able to. This is a 3-turn clock now, ours is a 3-turn clock as well. But what could he be having in hand? Most likely some kind of removal, right? But what's our option? Not playing anything. Chum blocking the Tarmogoyf. No. It's also a thing, of course. Still have 3 Snapcaster Mages, 2 Path to Exiles. I mean, Cryptic would also be fine. The good thing is that he doesn't have a fail push access. We're just going to buy as much time as we possibly can. Because I mean, I do think that they still have some kind of removal. And there's Liliana. Yeah, that was to be anticipated. And that's also interesting. Collective Brutality. Alright, so Lightning Angel. We could put him to 6, but then Liliana kills our Lightning Angel instead of ticking up. bolt next turn and we do not kill him. I think it's worth it to have Lightning Angel attack Liliana. Alright, so he had some type of removal here. And now we're in an open race situation. Okay, Snapcaster Mage helps us a lot. Now we can actually win the game. Good. He's down to 8. This is also huge for us, because now a Colonnade is only 2 turn clock. Inquisition, great. Now we don't care for Liliana anymore. Just gonna go to face, because that makes our top decks. Or do we? Alright, let's think about this real quick. If we go to face Liliana, I mean, he's going to discard whatever we draw anyway, right? So maybe if a bad card's on top, we're going to try to draw that one. We're just doing this. So he has to take down Liliana, cannot use it on our, has to use it on Snapcaster Mage because both are lethal. So we save our opt and then can draw into a lightning bolt or something. Yeah. Blood Braids. Confident, that's not enough, he's dead. Great. Everything worked out. Alright, that was round 1. Let's go and jump into round 2. I'm feeling very energetic, by the way, today. Like, got so much power. I had a good night's sleep. Great. Yeah, and as I already said, so Lightning Angel, really, really good. That was a mulligan. Now we're going to keep. Yeah, I think lands aren't the worst at this point. And we can still decide on whether or not we want to take it or not. He put a card to the top as well. Alright, so we're drawing the card off of Goblin Guide, which is great. Then we can go for a lightning, for a mountain here. Lightning Angel will be so good in this matchup. It will be so good, trust me. The best. Yeah, so I do want to play opt here. And I usually don't want to path whatever is coming. Alright, that's actually a good draw. Yeah, we might be running into a haste creature here. But other than that... Alright, so it's an Eidolon. Wouldn't have changed anything anyway. Alright. Alright. So let's see. So a bad thing for us, of course, would be if he had a if he does have a Searing Blaze. But if he doesn't have a Searing Blaze, then it's actually pretty good. Or if he just doesn't know the interaction, Searing Blaze is now and his Swiftbeard is gone forever. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Alright. Sad, 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 sad. Didn't know it, couldn't do anything about it, and didn't attack. Well, that certainly didn't go our opponent's way. I'm just gonna fetch for a basics planes here. Yeah, sure. We don't have access to Cryptic, but we do have a clock here. He doesn't have an Eidolon, which will deal himself damage. So we're actually winning the race. I don't think he can get rid of a Lightning Angel. That was devastating for our opponent. Right there. He's attacking, sure. We're taking it. And we're following it up with another Lightning Angel, and that should seal the deal. Here, of course, also like super relevant that Searing Blaze and Lightning Bolt aren't good enough to kill our Lightning Angels. So what's opponent gonna do? Bring in Path to Exiles? Sure. Do that. Do that. Do that. So we're down to 8. 2 Boros Charms are enough to kill us, but we do have lethal on board. So he can't cast anything anymore, right? And so he's just gonna die next turn. Lightning Angels getting there. Alright, so we do want to have Dispels. We want to have Lyra, Dawnbringer, giving our angels. So even like if she doesn't have an impact on the board instantly, she gives our other angels lifelink. So super relevant. And also the reason we're playing her, like she makes our angels better. It's fine. And she's like the control Baneslayer angel, right? Brick walls, so many things. First strike, really good. So we're cutting down a little bit on Path to Exile. Not really a card that we are fond of here. And everything else is pretty good. Probably one search for Scantab because we're on the draw. We could bring in these if he was to play Shrine of Raging blah 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 or something. Then we had enough targets between the Eidolon and the thing, but don't really feel comfortable about it as well. Yeah, let's not do it. No, this is not a keep. This is a keep. And that's also a pretty good draw. So problematic, of course, that we need to shock here first in order to get rid of whatever he's playing. It is a Goblin Guide though, so we can let him live for at least one more turn in order to see what we're going to draw next and to decide on whether or not we want to actually have it. There's another Goblin Guide, alright. So we'll let one trigger resolve. See cryptic commands. Do not want to have that. Gonna fetch 4 steam vents. Let the other trigger resolve. Draw an Errant Mesa. Kill 1, go down to 13. He only has 1 land, which means he's loaded up on gas. Yeah, so probably just gonna keep the dispel up here. Then next turn go for the colonnades. No haste creature is good. Geist, perfect draw, really good. There's Grim Lavamancer. Alright, so Grim Lavamancer is a problem, but he needs to use his very limited resource in order to activate it, otherwise it's just a deck card. So it's still fine. It's not great, it's fine. Okay, so he's not even using it. And now we're gonna get in for 6 here turn. We do have the Dispel. The Errant Mesa. 9 is relevant. He's taking us to 9 here anyway. Just gonna, don't want to fetch it. Let's see if guys can turn the corner here in time. He knows about our Dispel, of course. Rift Bolt, Suspend, sure. Giving us a little more time. Well, that's a good draw. Now we do have Spell Queller getting the Rift Bolt, and he only has instants that can kill our Spell Queller, so from that spot on. By the way, Spell Queller in this kind of matchup, definitely the defining factor, even more important than Lightning Helix. Because they usually cannot deal with it, it brick walls all the creatures, and that's it, yeah. Alright. We're just running and cutting through this league. What is going on? Man, Lightning Angel is also a beautiful card. Beautiful. Definitely gonna order them. So yeah, I do have a couple of control decks, but I was never fond of blue-red because it was just lacking in terms of sideboard cards and removal. And I think Jeskai is the right shell for the current meta as a second, control deck to go to, because it's just so good against aggressive decks. Yes, all right, that is an easy keep. Gimme line. Yeah, so I still love my Grixis control deck the most. Nobody will ever get me off of it. But Jeskai, especially for the MTGO meta, is a decent pick. It does have more lopsided matchups, and it's super bad against. It is super bad against control, like blue-white control and the bigger Jeskai control decks. But for any other deck, it's pretty decent. Also has a little bit of problems against combo sometimes because you don't feature the discard, so stuff. Interesting pick here by opponent. Very interesting pick. So apparently Tarmogoyf is coming down turn 2. I assume. Or he's just banking on Liliana or something, I don't know. We're gonna put that to the bottom. Still looking for lands here. Alright, that's a land. And a good one at that. Oh, we're actually, we're not playing Jund here. We're playing Death Shadow. All the more interesting that he took our logic node over our Snapcaster Mage, but that's the thing. Yeah. He's not even shocking anymore because he knows we can go Helix. Snap Helix. Don't even know if that's correct though. Don't think that we want to do that. I'll keep up. I'll shock here just in case, like something like a Liliana comes down or something. But other than that, I think the late game should favor us because of the Path to Exile specifically. Let's just wait and see, I'd say. So we have 9-11 damage in our hand, practically. I think that's worth the shock. So if we deploy Snapcaster Mage here, he's going to take the Path to Exile, right? Then we have 8 damage on board. That's probably not gonna be enough. Can of course Snapcaster Mage into Opt, then he doesn't know about it anymore. But otherwise we're just very soft to other discard spells. And if we draw a I think like 2-for-1 here is still more important than him taking the Snapcaster Mage. We can also draw into another Path to Exile or Snapcaster Mage. All right. Yeah, he's being careful here. All right, Termgoyf. Well, I guess so. Okay, so now we need one more land, and then next turn we can kill him. So he's going down to 9. Interesting play here, by the way, because he knew that we had 2 Lightning Helixes in hand. There's Death Shadow. And I mean, yeah, if we like draw the correct thing here, then he's just playing that. And the correct thing is either a bolt or a land, and that's a land, and that should seal it. Snapcaster Mage, of course, also Lyra Dawnbringer, is she good enough? Probably not in this particular case. Guys of Saint Trough, certainly not bad. Do think that we might want to have access to sell the wreckage though, as additional outs. Yeah, he knows about it. Yeah, he can play. Well, maybe even a rest in peace. Maybe one rest in peace, one settle, something like that. And then cut down a little bit on our counter magic. I mean, Cryptic Command is just so slow. Rest in peace, sell the wreckage, something like that, I think. Yet another mulligan. But our opponent's also taking a mulligan. So Electrolyte's still in there because he might be splashing white for Lingering Souls, and then we really want to get rid of that. He used his thing to have a look at his own library, I think. So nothing we want to play here on turn 1. We do have 2 paths. That's important though. Of course, for us the graveyard is also important, but shrinking down Tarmogoyf still major. Because you know, if you can like raise a Tarmogoyf with a Snapcaster Mage, that's just great. Alright, so now we just need lands. Our hands set up well. Now we just need lands. Yeah, there's the white splash that I was talking about. He might be bringing in Lingering Souls. That's actually... oh, he also has blue. He didn't show us that in the first game. So he's actually 5 color. There's Lingering Souls, as if I had known it. Alright, I'm gonna say let's wait here. We could even just wait for everything, like if he deploys Lingering Souls and, you know, Death Shadow. We do need another white source though. Another Electrolyze. So he's actually almost forced to take the other Electrolyze here. And that's, by the way, the one that we scried to the bottom. So Moto. I mean, we fetch in between, but still. A couple of things that he has to be worried about here. Also, of course, really nice for us that Inquisitions don't take our Angels. Yeah, Lingering Souls, I'm gonna cut it here. It's just gonna pass the turn. Certainly not a good feeling for him. Oh. Yeah, I think that's the correct spot here. Sovereign Denial doesn't do it. His Lingering Souls are dead cards. One of our Snapcaster Mages has already gone. Tarmogoyfs are really tiny now. So it's only Death Shadows. And that's basically it. And he can only fetch 4 lands. Which is also good, basic lands, because, you know, then our Path to Exile are gonna be potent. Interesting. So he does have other souls in hand. And apparently he doesn't care about light or lightning angels beating the crap out of his tokens. Yep. Come on, land. Ah, so close. So close. So I have no idea how he wants to handle our lightning angels, because I don't think that he actually can. That's Shadow. And there's the Tamagotchi. Sure. Alright. This is good. This is very good. That Shadow is just gonna be. So I'm gonna do this upkeep, because if he does have a stubborn denial, then you know, we might be might want to be cautious there. Yep, not attacking. And now it's pretty, like, it's just smooth sailing here. We just need to find one fucking land. Thank you. Another path. All right. Now the cavalry is coming in. And I think, yeah, why not? Why shouldn't we be shocking, right? We're so far ahead. What do we need? Red. All right. Disdainful stroke? Sure. He's boring disdainful stroke against us? Man, that is not a good sideboard plan. Yeah, take whatever you will, mate. Still a lot of cards to slug through for opponent here. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. As I said, we're energized today, energized. And I don't have music on, and I still am wearing my headphones, so it's just for the noise control, outside noise. Though I still hear the birds chirping, as do you, I think. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Yeah, I'm like, to be honest, like, I mean, this has showcased a little bit of it, but I'm so happy with this list. Like, the Lightning Angels really put it over the top for me. Loving them. Yeah, Counterflux, I mean, I'm taking suggestions. If you have suggestions here, like what to put in here in this particular spot, that makes our deck better against, whoops. It needs to make our deck better against control, and it needs to make our deck better against combo. Andreas P, I know him from somewhere. Yep. I'm gonna put it on top and then just figure out what he is going to do first. If it's a control mirror, then we don't need, okay. Yeah. Then we don't need the bold, but we also don't need the turn 2 Lodging Knot. So we're up against Blue Moon, and of course That's a little bad for us with the current setup. We're playing a lot of lands, basic lands, but I think I'm going to use my Lightning Helix here, end of turn, just to get a little cards in our graveyard. If he does play Blood Moon down the road, then like red-white is very unlikely for us to have access to. He's going to Cryptic, I assume here. Wants to safely deploy either Blood Moon or Jace. There's Blood Moon. Yep. And this is exactly what I mean, right? Yeah, great. As I said, like against Blue Moon strategies, our deck's really not well equipped. Really not well equipped. One might think that it would be, of course, because we're playing so many red spells as well as blue spells, but it really isn't. And there's Jace. Yeah. All right. So, sideboard time. First off, Path to Exile ain't good here. We want to have this, we want to have this, we want to have these spells. And I also do want to have Lyra, because they just won't be able to get rid of her. Alright, so that's 7 cards. We need to cut a little bit on our, as much as it hurts on these 2 cards in particular. And then we're gonna bring these in, sort them anew, cut 1 Lightning Angel. Yeah, and try to slug through it. We just need 1 blue and 1 white source, and we're like almost good. And they won't be able to handle Lightning Angels and Lyras, so we're trying to get there at some point. We know they play Jace. They will not be able to handle Geists. Counterflux, of course, also requires us to have double blue, but still, like having a non-counterable counterspell in the control mirror, just very important. moon strategies, man. It's really, like, of all the control shells, that's the most despisable, because it's also, like, not a skill intense deck. Just need to somehow get out your fucking Blood Moon, and then most of the time it's already over. Okay, that's a keep. So I think we're starting off with an Errant Misa here. Fetching for blue-whites. Or even Sacred Foundry. Yeah, I think Sacred Foundry. Then we go blue with Scalding Tarn and white with the Field of Ruin. Or should we be extra careful? Just go white here, blue with Scalding Tarn. That would also cripple us. So there's Counterflux. So now we might actually, no, we cannot. This needs to be blue. And then the other one needs to be white. There's Search for Scanta. So what happens if we just go for the Sulfur Falls now? We would incentivize him to play Blood Moon if he had one, right? And then we could kill it. Because I don't want to use the Field of Ruin end of turn, then he just will have additional mana to work with to counter our Surge. And this way we just need one more mana to... Okay, he's not going for it. Okay. Okay, of course, him deploying a Jace here would be horrible for us, but we can't really do anything about it. Yeah. All right. Let's see what he wants to cut us off of. Put on the bottom. Colonnade is not really good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not great. Come on, man, go for a Blood Moon. Go for a Blood Moon. Yeah, there we go. Cryptic, alright, sure. That's not really the thing here. Okay. So now he needs to get rid of that one. And I think his only option is only bolt, or yeah, with the Jace. So he does have a counter spell. Going to try to resolve Surge here. And then if he acts upon it, which he doesn't, we're just gonna wait up until upkeep. Yeah, he might have a counter spell, but what are we gonna do? Just wait here. Remand. Sure. I actively want him to play. Discard the Scalding Tarn, sure. I mean, we just need to find a bolt, right? He cannot fight over a bolt. Well, he could, but still be. There's a blood moon, finally. Finally, there is a blood moon. So if we draw a bolt now, which we hopefully do. No, we don't draw a bolt, but this is almost as good. All right, let's see. He only used one blue mana source, of course. So we're gonna do this all in his turn. Of course. This cryptic commands, apparently. Counter draw. Sure. So right now I don't even want to get rid of the Blood Moon. I want him to be restricted on blue mana. But that also depends on what he's going to do here. He could also be just playing, yeah, and there's another blue source. He already used 2 of his cryptics. Apparently he's only playing remands. So what we're gonna do here, are we gonna kill the Blood Moon? And then he has access to 4 mana again. Certainly has 1 counter spell. So if we go Snapcaster 3, that doesn't help. We just need a fucking lightning bolt. Just 1 fucking lightning bolt. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it for now. Electrolyze the discard. I think that's too important for later. Alright. Let's see. So he's gonna remand. We just I cannot believe that we just can't like resolve a single fucking spell. Cannot believe it. And also that we don't draw a bolt. Now it's irrelevant, right? The islands, now we just go for the kill here. And like using Jace here. Well, put a card on the bottom. Okay, one dispel out of his hands. Come on, just give me a fucking bolt. And the thing is that Snapcaster Mage isn't good on the board. It's just not good on the board. Vendilion Click, alright. So it does have another remand in hand, maybe? Cannot possibly understand how we don't draw any just like one bolt, one something. Yeah, if I were you, I would just let us keep everything here. Like, don't risk to draw a bolt. Okay. So I guess he's gonna block with click and then kill our angel. Yeah. That's fine. It's still a clean 2 for 1. Okay, apparently not even that. Just wants to bounce it with a Jace, maybe? Okay, almost. Yeah, sure. And it's active. Sure. And another blood wound. Yep. Alright, we need to deactivate the Keranos. And we can do that by just getting rid of and those are 4, 6, yeah. Come on. Yes to the graveyard. No, not want to flip it yet. There's Lightning Helix, which is good. Okay, let's go for this first. Kill the Jace. Probably does have another Jace though. in hand. What does that change for us? Are we gonna bolt him? No, probably not, right? Spitznare, sure. So he has one card left. Scalding turn, draws a card. That's the next Jace, sure. Kernel's online. Lyra would be pretty good here. I think that's a mistake. This way or that way. I think he should have gotten rid of our Lightning Angel here. I mean, you can certainly bolt it, but we're down to 4. Sure. All right. Yeah. All right. Lightning. Blood Moon. That didn't work out well. Don't think that I played it perfectly, but we just needed 1 bolt like earlier, and then it wouldn't have been a problem. Then we could have just gotten rid of the Blood Moon, and then we would have certainly won the game. But not drawing any bolts and such there is just wasn't good enough. But on the other hand, like, these Blue Moon strategies therefore struggle in other matchups, so I'll leave them be. Not my type of deck though. So last round. But I honestly do think that if we take the Blood Moon away earlier, turn 2 search. Yeah, I think that's a keep. Oh, come on, our last matchup is Tron. Yep. We do have a couple of things for Tron, but it's still not great. Rest in Peace, Ceremonious Rejection, and then these 2. And Counter Scrolls as well, probably. Let's see, apparently it's not an easy pick. Maybe it doesn't have access to turn 3 Tron. Horizon Canopy, what the fuck is going on here? Ah, come on. Natural Tron into Karn. Hey, man. So no bolts and Karn dies. Of course, no bolts. On Exile, Snapcaster Mage. This is a fucking joke. My god. Fucking disgusting motherfucker. Guys are gonna stay in. Spell Quellers are good in between, but generally speaking aren't perfect. I'll put out the Lightning Helixes. Probably also get out the bolts. No, actually electrolyzers are even worse than bolts. Yeah, we're trying to get there with creatures, because that's the most reliable form of damage that we have. And we cannot hope to just bolt them out or something. We need stuff that does something. Spellcore is still disruption. Guys cannot be hit. Lightning Angel does have haste. Yeah, I guess I keep. Motherfucker. Every fucking time. So now we have to slug through all of his threats without an option to slow him down whatsoever. Thought, let's see. Well, can at least spell quell that one. White path to exile. And this is what I mean, right? If we do have a lightning bolt here, like you can't kill the thing, can't do anything with it. You really need a spot where Karn ticks down and then. Right, so Ulamog is incoming next turn. Up until that moment, we need to find. Can only deploy Ulamog next turn with another Urza's Tower, right? I mean, of course he'll have it, but still. problem if Ulamog comes down now. He takes our Thoughts here. We need to path Ulamog. Yeah, he of course does have another tower. Oh my god. This feels like cheating. Does feel like cheating. Oh my god, I didn't even put white in there. Fuck. Great. Yeah, now it's over. I mean, it was over anyway, but now I fucked it up even more. And yeah, so this is what I mean, right? We also Snapcaster Mage isn't good now. Alright. I wouldn't have drawn anything, so. Thank you for the games, motherfucker. Alright guys, sorry for all the swear words. Just really unhappy with how that league turned to be. After a 6-0, 3-0 start here. Man. Yeah, alright, so but still Jeskai great. And let me know what you think about these counter scroll slot.